welcome to Tujenge Home, where we bring you the people behind Kenya's development. Well, today we get to have a look at the world of construction, but it's not what you think. Ever heard of precast panels? It is making Kenya's buildings go up, but faster than you think. Today I am joined by the visionary and CEO of Global Precast Panels here on Tujenge Home. Well, we better get this show started. I'm your host, Evie Smith. Welcome to the show. George, Mr. Mutua, which one do you prefer?
Either is fine.
Either, that's fine. Great, you're welcome to Tujenge Home. Please just tell us a little bit about precast panels. For those who do not know, what is precast panel and how is it related to the world of building?
Thank you Tujenge for having us. My name is George Mutua, CEO and founder of Global Precast Panels. As the name goes, we are a building technology company. We do construction using the precast method or precast technology. Precast is a bit new, but not new worldwide. This is a method that is helping people construct their homes or their institutions or whatever kind of fixtures using the very shortest time possible, whereas saving money and conserving environment.
Wow, great, fantastic. So let's just have a look at what makes precast different from the traditional building methods.
First and foremost, compared to the traditional methods, brick and mortar, you save money, and basically that is what everyone is looking at or looking for. You save time. And there are so many benefits that come with the precast technology. So as we've evolved or as things keep changing over a period of time, then you realize that we can no longer be doing the same things that we were doing 50, 60 years ago. We have to keep changing with time. As time progresses, there are new methods, there are new ways, scientifically, there are developments all over, and hence now we are going precast.
Yeah, great. So precast, it's quite a unique building method as of right now, especially in Kenya and East Africa. Please tell us a little bit about your story. How did it all begin?
We've done the usual construction like any other Kenyan, and we faced a lot of challenges, from the assembling of materials to the time it took, to you being on site monitoring the fundis and the workers and all that. So in totality, if you look at the entire process, it is very tedious, because if you're doing a normal permanent house, there is a process of collecting the sand, cement, stones, the reinforcements, and then have a lot of guys working at a particular site for a very long time. So we faced a lot of challenges, and actually the biggest challenge was the cost, simply because you are not able to get the exact cost of the construction, which if you compare with the precast, they come ready-made from a factory. The sizes are determined in advance, and the quantities are determined in advance. So when it comes to actual construction, then it becomes more of an assembly than construction. So this makes your work easier and you save money. What I mean you save money is you get the exact materials that are required for that particular project. No oversupply, no undersupply. If I am to dig a bit deeper, the materials also come ready. It's like more of a finished product, because if it's the walls or the slab, they come ready with the provisions for electricals and plumbing. That means now you will not have to hack the walls, plaster back, and all that. What you do is mostly do the fine finishes within a very short period. So if you look at all these factors, then that's where you realize the savings in terms of money and in terms of time. And also the biggest factor is the peace of mind, because with the precast, there are no stories of, we are running out of materials, add us a few bags of cement, add sand here, or we've lost ABCD. The materials come ready and precise. So at least you have peace of mind that once you have a quotation, your construction or your building will not stall.
Ah, great. So you were building yourself and you were using traditional methods. So what switched it up? Like how did you discover it?
One of the biggest issues was the materials, because you very unique fundi will give you the quantities that they give for the day, but at times people are not very thorough. For example, if you're doing a slab, you're told bring steel, bring formwork, bring sand, bring cement, and all that. Those are it's bulky. It's quite mouthful. So in some incidences, you may miss something, or he may miss something, or he may even get the quantities wrong. So what happened is that we had a budget that we were working with when we were doing the construction, but now the budget doubled. By the time we had spent all our money, the project was halfway done. So it was such a big learning curve, because now you're already way deep into construction. Are you gonna stop? Of course not. So those unpleasant calls, I've gone to work and your foreman tells we need cement, and we need it now, you know, because we have to finish some specific threshold. So believe you me, if you've been asked for cement, the next thing has to be asked for, so you'll end up repeating. So it really destabilized us in terms of the budget, and we thought like construction should not be this hectic, should not be that expensive if you get right. How do we have a solution to this? It is difficult to calculate foundation stones or walling stones or bricks or blocks one by one. But we can actually tell you for this structure, you need 20 pieces and there's nothing that's gonna change. So mostly you will end up with a lot of stones that you will not use, a lot of sand. Cement will be stolen or will get lost for some reasons, but at least with precast, you know, your materials are safe and it is very precise. You will not end up with oversupply or undersupply, and you can actually have a budget that you can work with comfortably to completion.
Ah, great. So what we are saying is precast is cheaper and of better quality as well.
Factors held constant, because how you look at it is like I've said, if you're doing a permanent structure, you need to buy sand, cement, stones, reinforcement, timber for formwork and all that. If you put all these factors together, or all these materials, if you combine them together, vis-a-vis the cost of securing one precast panel for the walling or 1 square meter of slab which is made of precast, then you will realize the difference.
What have been some of your major projects so far, and which one are you particularly proud of?
Well, we've been in the market for quite a while. I think we've lost count, but we've done very well in many institutions. And what stands out is because precast is fast. So for a school, the holidays are usually short, unless maybe December holidays, which is long, which again you're also not able to put up an entire block from zero to completion. So we've done some very nice schools. We've also done some very beautiful shopping malls within Nairobi, Lavington, Kiambu Road. The difference is that once you visit the mall, you're not able to tell the difference. But we are very proud of that. Look at it from a church perspective, where you need to put up a church and then members are coming to church on Sunday. So today you have a tent, but next Sunday you need your congregants to find a church. We are only, or you're only able to do that using precast. Traditional methods, you can't. It means your members will be praying outside. So, and those are some of the gaps that you're coming in to fill.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So it's very time, it respects time. When we say it's 1 week, it's 1 week. Well, we're going to come back to that. We are coming back to that shortly. We are talking about precast, and we are talking to George Mtua, CEO of Global Precast Panels. Let's take a short break. Don't go too far. Welcome back to the show. We are joined by George Mtua, CEO of Global Precast Panels. And George, we are talking about time. So the duration, like let's say it's a 3-bedroom house, and it's sometime in November, and I need this house to be done by December because maybe the family is coming. Is that possible?
Let me give you a practical example that someone and everyone has experienced. When the expressway was being started, people said that it's not tenable, it cannot be built within such timelines and even in the midst of other roads and all that. For your information, that is the same technology that you're talking about. It's only that it varies or it matters in the scope. How it was built is that there was a factory on Langata Road. So all the suspended floors or the slabs or the road itself was actually manufactured elsewhere. So when it came to the expressway, it was a matter of assembly. It's the same technology that you're talking about. Look at how suspended bridges are built. It is constructed or it is manufactured somewhere in an off-site factory. Then that bridge is brought. What you do there is assembly, which takes a very short time. So if I tell you that we can take 3 weeks for a 3-bedroom, it's true. Reason being, you'll give us your drawings. We prepare, we have all the materials ready from the slab to the walling, to the doors, to the windows. So when we come to the site, everything has been made in advance according to the sizes that are on the drawings. So it is a matter of assembly. So it becomes pretty fast and easy because even the blocks, you know what goes where. So it's a matter of joinery, and there you go, you have your house.
Wow, fantastic. Yes. Going green, global climate, it's a big buzzword right now. How is does this technology help in taking care of the environment?
That is very key to us because we are giving an alternative that is not only safe, not only strong, but preserves environment. What we are saying is that this house is manufactured here in our factory, and it will come ready for assembly. What that does is that it eliminates a lot of health hazards that we hear about. Remember, with the unemployment that we are facing, we have our youths going to quarry to look for quarry stones. Others are going to the rivers to do sand harvesting, and we are saying those lives do not have to be lost, or we can create employment without necessarily risking, because it's true. We hear about quarries collapsing and people getting injured or people losing their lives. When it comes to something like a slab, a concrete slab which we are sitting on right now, there is a lot of work that goes into it in terms of timber, in terms of reinforcement, popularly known as formwork. It is usually the young trees. So what we are saying is that because our slab we manufacture here come and do the installation without any need for formwork, we can save the young trees. We cannot be planting trees today and then a few years later we are harvesting, and it's because it's the young trees we are harvesting to get formwork from them. It's counterproductive. So we are preserving life. We are giving people dignity, because that instead of going to work in those quarries, you can actually come and work in a factory like this, and at least you have your job is guaranteed and you're safe. Then we're also saving the trees. The materials that we use is mostly cement and other aggregates that are not necessarily degrading in our environment. And then again, once we do all this production, whatever remains that we use, we're able to recycle all the materials 100%. So there is nothing that goes into waste. And even water, in terms of the water that someone would use for curing, because for a slab there is a whole lot of curing which is actually 21 days. You will not need to spend 21 days just pouring water on a slab, because we've done that for you using science. So yes, we are preserving environment and preserving life.
Wow, fantastic. So you're telling me where we are right now, this has been built by Precast?
Precisely, 100%.
And yes. We are fine?
Yeah.
Great. So Global Precast, right now it's in Kenya only, or?
Yeah, we are in Kenya, and actually for that matter, we are in Nairobi, but we work countrywide, and we've actually done some projects outside the country, that's in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. So the beauty is, in as much as we are here, you come with your drawings, we're able to design that house and prepare everything here and transport the materials. It's just like the same way when you're moving. When you're moving, you just call those guys who move you, they pick your stuff from one room, they go and assemble it, and your house goes. So it's the same concept. So we prepare everything here. So what is key, what is important is for us to have the drawing that captures all the dimensions, or has all the measurements of the house as it's supposed to be. So we implement most of the things here. Then we transport, we assemble your house, and you're good to go.
Oh, great.
Yes.
So if someone would like to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
We are located in Kitengela along Namanga Road, just a few, like 3 kilometers from Kitengela town, but you should be able to see us. There's a lot of developments coming up in Kitengela. So global precast panels is very prominent, or if you go to the internet, you can search for global precast panels. If you're not able to, you can still search precast panels, you will find us there. Then of course we have a very good presence on social medias, because right now the world is digital. We are on Twitter, or it's X nowadays, sorry. We are still stuck with Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Our username is Global Precast Panels on all our social media handles. If someone would like to call us, our number is 0796 247 6267.
Ah, great. Yeah. So before we wrap up, any final words?
Yes, the world is going digital, the world is transforming. For those people who've traveled around, they realize that we don't have to stick to brick and mortar, because the technology is here to save time, to make your construction easy, and to save your money as well. We have to embrace change. A few years from now, I don't think we'll even have the quarry, the quarry mining places where people go for quarry. So because the quarry is, the rocks get depleted every other time and now. So we have to look for alternative, we have to look for solutions. This is actually part of the affordable housing, and it is because of the benefits that comes with precast technology in terms of construction. So let's embrace technology, let's embrace precast technology in our constructions.
Great. Well, you've heard it. Let's embrace technology. It helps the environment, affordability, and as well as saving your time. Well, unfortunately, that's all we had time for today. Join us next week, same time, same channel. From myself and the Tujenge home crew, it's goodbye.